Long before the United States was born, before the Mayflower sailed, before Jamestown was established, America witnessed a mystery so deep that it still remains unsolved more than 400 years later. In 1587, over 100 English settlers arrived on the shores of what is now North Carolina. They landed on a small island known as Roanoke Island. Their mission was simple but bold: to build England's first permanent colony in the New World. Backed by the English crown and organized under the authority of Sir Walter Raleigh, these men, women, and children crossed the Atlantic Ocean filled with hope. They believed they were stepping into a new beginning. They had no idea they were walking into one of history's greatest mysteries. The colony was led by Governor John White. Not long after they settled, something remarkable happened. White's daughter gave birth to a baby girl named Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. For a brief moment, the future looked bright. The settlers believed this new land would offer opportunity and freedom. But reality soon proved harsher than dreams. The land was unfamiliar, food supplies began running dangerously low, and relations with nearby Native American tribes were uncertain and tense. Survival depended on supplies from England, and without them, the colony would not last long. Faced with growing desperation, John White made a painful decision. He would sail back to England to gather food, tools, and reinforcements. He promised the settlers he would return quickly. In 1587, he left Roanoke behind, unaware that it would be the last time he would ever see them. When he reached England, he found the country preparing for war. Spain's powerful fleet, the Spanish Armada, threatened invasion. Every available ship was needed for defense. White pleaded for passage back to America, but war came first. Months turned into years, and hope slowly faded as 3 long years passed before he was finally able to secure a ship and sail back across the Atlantic.
In 1590, John White returned to Roanoke Island, desperate to reunite with his family, especially his granddaughter, Virginia Dare. But when he arrived, he found something chilling. The settlement was completely silent. There were no people, no sounds, no signs of struggle. The houses had been carefully dismantled rather than destroyed. There were no bodies, no blood, and no clear evidence of violence. It looked as if the colonists had simply packed up and left without leaving a message behind. The only clue was a single word carved into a wooden post: CROATOAN. Nearby, on a tree, the letters CRO were etched into the bark. That was all. Over 100 men, women, and children had vanished without explanation. CROATOAN was the name of a nearby island, today known as Hatteras Island, and also the name of a friendly Native American tribe. White believed the settlers may have relocated there for safety. It seemed logical and hopeful. But before he could investigate further, a violent storm struck the coast, forcing his ship to abandon the search and return to England. John White never made it back to Roanoke again. The lost colony was never found. For more than 4 centuries, historians and researchers have searched for answers. Some believe the colonists integrated with local tribes and slowly blended into Native American communities. Others argue that severe drought conditions may have led to starvation and death. Archaeological evidence suggests extreme dry seasons during that period. Another theory proposes that they moved inland in search of better farmland, supported by artifacts discovered away from the original settlement site. Yet none of these explanations have ever been proven beyond doubt. Virginia Dare was never found. The settlers were never officially accounted for. Today, visitors can explore Fort Raleigh National Historic Site, built near the original colony location. But even there, the silence remains. The wind moves through the trees, and the ocean waves crash against the shore, just as they did centuries ago. And still, the question lingers: what truly happened to the lost colony of Roanoke?